Welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, oh my gosh, the things we found out. Ouroboros is on the scene, and our gang has entered into a pact with them to take down essentially the dregs of the D therefore G cult. Man, except as history, I never expected to hear about the D therefore G cult again. I'm still kind of flabbergasted that well, as I said, there were elements of the gardens that struck me as similar to D therefore G, namely their use of children as assassins and other things. But yeah, a lot happened last time. A lot happened. Okay, let's get going. On to the 20th. Also, I can't turn around and show you, but that old guy who's standing there next to the fancy bike, that's Gaius's old mentor, who died and transferred his stigmata to Gaius. And yet he's alive again, and he has very casually said, I was brought back to life. And I have questions about that. That tends not to be a good thing. Okay. And he mentioned the Azure Abyss last time, that he'd be willing to enter into a partnership with her, but not to anyone else in Ouroboros. Which is interesting in and of itself. Okay, anyway, I need to stop talking about last time and get going with this time. And this is the oldest city, and I'm going to mispronounce it, Oracion, the oldest city in Calvard that they're going to. Oh, kind of a cavalier comment there, Aaron, which doesn't surprise me. And given who I think her father is, 95% sure her father is, they would believe that. What? I think she has to worry about sinking to Aaron's level. Nothing all that wrong with the van. Ren helping out with the guild is kind of interesting, too. Oh, good. Promising. You know, she's okay with a script, but put her on the spot and she kind of gives the game away, doesn't she? She's not spontaneous. Yes, you should be, Paulette. Yeah, of all the people I expected to show up, he was not one of them. And when I saw him, I thought he was another one of Ouroboros' goons.
Wait!
Oh, it's these guys. I thought they might show up. Or I thought he might show up. I wasn't sure about her. What are you two doing here?
Ren texted us. She said the two of you will be absent for the next 3 days.
Only 3 days? That's the surprising part.
As soon as I got her message, I woke up Odette, and we called a cab and got here as fast as possible.
Most trains aren't running at this hour, so that was really our only option.
Now then, where exactly are you going this early, Off on another thrilling adventure with that scoundrel and his shady entourage? If you keep throwing yourself into danger, one day you'll wind up getting hurt. Or worse.
I'm sorry for worrying you both. I should have told you sooner. I can't promise it won't be dangerous, but I have to do this.
No! You don't have to do anything. I don't want to lose you. I mean, look at what happened to Cray. I know you put a lot of pressure on yourself because of your family, but if that's your only reason, if you're just risking your life for your dad's sake, then I won't let you go.
Odette? And yes. I'll admit that I'm doing this in part because of Dad. That's not my only reason. Ever since I started this job, I've been exposed to people from all walks of life. I've accumulated a wealth of important life experiences. And I felt closer to my mother and grandmother than ever before through the things they left behind. It's all becoming just as vital to my growth as our day-to-day lessons at Aramis. I'd even go too far to say it's becoming an inseparable part of who I am. So please, don't try and stop me. I'm not just going because of my family, or because of what they passed down to me. I'm going because this is something I have to do for myself.
Yes.
Uh-oh, who's this? Ah. Whose car is that?
You're certainly up bright and early. About to depart, I take it?
Cade. Renee. What the hell's he doing here? I knew it. Wow. What? Him? That's the guy who's always on the city screens.
Dad.
I knew it.
One must always be responsible when making critical decisions, and be acutely aware of their potential repercussions. I pray you took that into careful consideration when making yours, Agnes.
Of course I did. I am my father's daughter, after all. I fully intend to seize every opportunity to broaden my horizons and learn from my collective experiences. As much as it pains me to admit, I can't promise that I'll return safe and sound. But I can promise that I'll spare no effort to do so. The last thing I want is to sadden you and the friends I love so dearly.
Agnes.
Very well. Make the most of your connections while you're away. The CID is at your beck and call. There are many truths that lie dormant in the gap between ideals and reality. You would do well to seek them out.
More talk about the things that lie in the gap.
I will cover for you with regards to your absence from Aramis. You have 3 days, no more, no less. If you exceed that, I will send in the army. That is as far as I'm willing to compromise.
That's more than enough. Thank you, Dad.
I entrust my daughter into your care, Arkwright. You would do well to utilize her services to the fullest. I see you've gathered a retinue of assistants and associates. I am depending on you all to keep her safe from harm.
No need to worry, Mr. Prez. Your girl's in good hands. We may skirt the rules of society from time to time, but we ain't about to break any labor laws.
I too will do all I can to ensure the safety of everyone here.
You have my thanks.
I will give you a call once you reach the city. I shall leave a certain other woman in your capable hands as well.
Elaine.
Always finds a way to saddle me with busy work. Anyway, that president is sure something. Definitely has the looks for the part. But he sure doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. The guy clearly cares about you, but he just won't come out and say it.
Well, he is a politician at heart. Evading direct answers is what they're good at.
Ah, darn it. I had so many arguments prepared, but now they've been blown out of the water. Just come back to me safely, all right?
Will do.
If anything does happen, just give us a ring, and we'll be there before you know it. Until then, please look after our friend.
Of course!
Yeah, you got it.
So no one's going to express surprise? I was pretty sure he knew already. Ah, here we go. I'm really sorry for keeping this from you all. Your relation to Professor Epstein was pretty surprising as it is. I never imagined your father was a huge celebrity, too. It was real obvious you were hiding something, but damn, that's one hell of a bombshell. No kidding. I'm still processing everything. I get what you mean. I assume the decision to conceal your surname was made by the government. That's correct. It was part of a program designed to protect confidential state secrets. Adele was my mother's last name. My real name is... You don't gotta spell it out. Had a hunch you'd borrowed it from your mom's side, though. Oh, Really? It's been 4 years since my mother died now. Before that, even though my father was a politician in the opposition party, he was always just Dad to me. But after Mom died, and especially after he announced his candidacy 2 years ago, we've been drifting further and further apart. It was followed by the surprise election result that I'm sure you all know about. After that, I enrolled at Aramis under my mother's surname. I wasn't expecting my childhood friends, Odette and Albert, to be there, though. Dad's remained distant ever since. I suppose that's what led me to becoming so invested in the diaries Mom left behind. Which eventually brought me to Van to find the first Genesis. I think you all know the rest of the story from there. And yes, so that's how it is. Both my mother and grandmother are still around, so I can't relate to that part of your story. But I can certainly understand being attached to your family's legacy. Oh. Yes, we seem to be much the same in that respect. Just so you know, I don't discriminate, so who your parents are ain't a problem for me. But so long as I'm paying you, I'm going to be working you hard. I don't need your pops telling me to do that. Of course. I've got your back, Agnes. Man, how'd we end up being such a group of weirdos? Myself included, I guess. Old man here's got something that draws people like us in. He's not wrong. You know, I can see you all making faces in the rearview mirror like I'm some kind of trouble magnet, right? Especially you, Judith. You don't even work for me. Actually, I've made arrangements to pay her commensurate with the services she provides. Say what? I insisted on working for free, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Oh, come on, Rosette. She's already rolling in cash from all her acting work. Mira was going to go towards a new body kit for the car. Man, I swear, this dude only cares about the 3 C's. Cars, confections, communal baths. If I ever end up like him, please smack me upside the head. I think you may need to start keeping him on a shorter leash, Agnes. I'll consider it. Who brought him back to life? Ouroboros can do that. On the way to Oracion, apologize to anyone who speaks French, they came across several checkpoints to put up due to emergency declaration, but the CID had arranged for them to pass through. After a brief pit stop in Anchorville, they hit the road northeast. I bet he loves that bike. Oh, it's the old Imperial Capital. Okay, I hadn't picked up on that. Interesting. Yep, it's going to be a mess. Away, several Jaeger Corps. Gralsritter. And the Papal Guard secret unit? Oh my god, what is the Papal Guard secret unit? Do I know them? Have I run across them before? Oh my gosh. Yes, we've run into a few of them in the past, including him. Just briefly, though. The Papal Guard is the peacekeeping force for the Holy City. Wow, I don't think we've ever run into them. Wait. Is Toval's girlfriend, is she a member of the Papal Guard? She might be. She's in the manga, though. She hasn't appeared in any game except by brief mention and in a book or two. Always have to read the books. Special unit of sorts. Yeah, you talk about them. As you may be aware, the Gralsritter is a relatively small organization comprised of around 1,000 people. The Papal Guard is a force 30,000 strong that answers directly to the Congregation for Divine Worship. It took part in the war against the Empire. Did it? The relationship between the two congregations was strained even before that, but it became more so after the war. Don't move. Who do I recognize here? Kevin? Oh, that's the girlfriend in the middle there. I can't remember her name. Obviously Thomas the Partitioner. Wazi. I feel like I should know that person on the front there. Front to my left. Don't know that guy. The guy in the very back looks kind of familiar too. So there's 4 of these people I definitely recognize. 3 of these people I kind of feel like I should recognize. And 1 person I'm pretty sure I don't recognize. Are those 2 in the front the ones that showed up with the hoods? In the underground? Maybe. I pegged them as church. I didn't peg them as Gralsritter. Or maybe it was mentioned and I just forgot it with all the other information flying around out there. Okay, I'm glad we had a pause on this screen. Yeah, the Gralsritter has significant advantages that the Guard does not. Chief among them are the Dominions. Thank you. The 12 knights that lead the organization, one of whom I used to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're missing 4. Well, Gaius is 1, actually. Is that Gaius in the background? I just realized that's Gaius in the background. I can't believe I didn't recognize him. You need to be closer to the front, my man. Their power and the power of the unique abilities they wield is overwhelming. There's 2. You encountered the 4th and 11th among them in the Blacklight district some time ago. Okay. So they were Gralsritters, which means they have stigmatas, which means they have unknown powers, basically, at this point. Their strength, too, is incredible. Incredible enough to match that pair from the society we met yesterday. True enough. The weapon she had wasn't so adorable. Being out real, Fairy. Oh, he was a member of the Papal Guard. Wow. Oh my gosh. The fact that he's named after Judas kind of, or that his leader is named after, that kind of gives me some concern. Although they do turn religion on their head quite a bit in this series of games, so. Ashley does not have any extraordinary abilities like a Dominion, but he's still a veteran in combat. He learned how to wield a battle mace from me personally. So in a sense, he's another student of mine. Jeez, my head's going to explode soon. Too much happening. Still can't believe I didn't recognize Gaius. Good point, Judith. I would say that the Gralsritter aims to take Almada into custody and recover their artifacts. As for Eskarot, I believe they seek to destroy the artifacts or intercept their recovery. Oh my gosh! I didn't know the church did things like that. As well as execute all of Almada's members, who have no doubt been long branded as heretics. Well, Kevin has been known to execute heretics. Execute? I don't think they're I think you can see the stretch marks on that comparison there, kid. Well, I did, thanks to Kevin. Now, until last time, I was thinking that this would be a reasonable place for people to jump in, but there's so much here that depends on your knowledge of previous games that I am not so sure this is a great place to jump in again. On the other hand, it's probably fine. I mean, this will just go over everyone's head and they won't have the real visceral reaction I'm having to everything. But then they'll go play the original games and they'll have moments like I did with Lecter and Cold Still too, where I'm like, oh, I know what he's talking about when Milliam says he has to house those scary people now. Because I played the original on the PSP gobs and gobs of time ago. And the other two were on different formats, so I didn't play them. And then when I played Cold Still the first Cold Still, I didn't realize until I was well into the game that suddenly some of these terms were sounding familiar to me. And I think it might have even been in the middle of Cold Still 2 where it finally clicked in my head. So I went through and played all the Cold Still games and had to wait a few months for Cold Still 4 to come out in English. Then the Crossbells duology was released with English subtitles, and I played that. And then I went back and played the Cold Still games again, which is when I had a lot of moments where I was like, oh, I totally get that reference that went over my head now. So I think all these references would go over people's heads. But if they're intrigued enough to go back and play the original games, they'll have the same aha moments, just in a different order at different places. That if you played the games from the beginning. So I have played all the games, but I've played them way out of order. Kind of accidentally. Anyway, first goal, assessing the situation. Yes. Jaegers and warriors. So she's expecting her family and her friends to be there. Guild in the CID. 'Cause, 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 'cause November 20th, 11:28 a.m. The vice capital? Co-capital? The former capital. May not have read that right on the
We
flag.
finally made it to Oracion. It's easy to tell that it's a city with a storied history just by looking at these buildings.
Oracion. Oracion. Hopefully I'll say that right next time.
I believe I heard the oldest cathedral in all of Calvert can be found in the eastern part of the city.
You heard right. I filmed there a few times myself. That place is always swarming with tourists.
Oh, isn't there like a super huge castle here too?
There is a palace, yes, though it was left in ruins during the Revolution. It's called Vashtar Palace, and it was once the center of the old Calvard Kingdom.
Bet that's a decently popular tourist spot, too. Wait, what's that?
Oh, welcome to Trolleys.
That thing's called an orbital tram. It'll take you anywhere in Oracion. They're good for scenic drives, but they ain't exactly built for speed. I'd only hop on one when you've got time to kill.
Darn, there goes that plan. We can ride one the next time we visit.
I've come here a few times for work before, but I never thought I'd return under these circumstances.
I've taken the liberty to reserve 2 rooms for us at a nearby hotel.
Awesome. You're a lifesaver, Master. It's not always easy to book rooms on such short notice.
Who's watching us?
So the Mafia's new base is somewhere in this city.
She's with... Oh, I think they said that before. She's with the guild. Or hanging out with the guild.
We'll dig those cowards out of whatever hole they're hiding in. Let's drop by the local branch first, though. We should get our ducks in a row and secure manpower before making a move.
Good thinking. Better to act with caution than with reckless abandon. While we're there, we should take the time to speak with the survivor. We may learn a thing or two from them.
Hopefully so.
Oh, yeah. Your folks are here, aren't they, Elaine? Are you planning to pay them a visit?
No. I'm only interested in handling the task at hand. And I believe our temporary collaborator shares my sentiment.
Indeed. I will assist you all to the best of my ability.
Yay. And who's watching them? CID? Oh, that might have been Hayaway with the ponytail. Yep. So...
I've just confirmed that the top dogs of the guild and our young friends have entered the scene.
Speaking of Gaius, that is the same voice actor. You can kind of hear it if you know.
We are still in the process of gathering intelligence on the enemy, but once our analysis is complete, I will be counting on you to do your part, Yin.
Oh my gosh, Yin!
Naturally. Just so we are clear, though, I'm not a part of Heiyue, and I'm not doing this for you. However, I agree that we must do something about that weapon. It's a threat not only to the people of Calvert, but to the rest of the world as well. And I will do everything within my power to protect both my former home and my new one.
These guys. Morduk.
Oh, damn. Guess the so-called strongest guy who ever lived is joining the fun.
Indeed. And it appears our friends from our very own Shadow Legion are here as well.
Okay, they're, they're the guys with the stigmata. With the church. I just didn't remember what they looked like without their hoods, so it took me a moment.
Hmm.
And these guys are also with the church, but they're with the non-stigmata crowd. Cat I can't pet, I bet.
There are a lot of powerful players here. We've got the Mafia, the Gardens, and all these other random groups. We have our work cut out for us, don't we?
On the contrary, I believe we could have this whole ordeal settled by the end of the day. But I assume you wish to use this rare opportunity to determine what direction this continent is headed.
Oh, okay, she's the princess who is a, One Blade 7 Leaves School member. Okay. I know who she is now. Took me a minute.
Yep. Plus, I'll bet there's gonna be a lot of fun surprises by the end. So we should let this show run its course.
Geez, there's an awful lot of people roaming around. And these guys, of course. Oh,
Can't
he's
say
back.
I'm thrilled about having another run-in with that freak from the Gardens. But I'm still psyched as hell for this thing. That Dante's guy sure knows how to throw a party.
Well, good host or no, that man is a veritable monster. He's almost as bad as our friend in the silly blue coat.
Hey now, I resent that. I'll have you know I'm a model gentleman. One thing's for certain, though. This is going to be a festival to remember.
There's a festival going on top of everything else? Or is he being metaphorical? And are you being metaphorical? Ah, you are. Not pollution. I guess it's spiritual pollution. Yeah. I got so used to Cold Steel where everybody can sense everyone else's presence, but of course, most of these guys can't. They're not trained that way. Or they'll call us.
I see you have arrived safely in the city. You were nearly on time as well. I'm impressed. We're still ascertaining the names and numbers of the enemy, but I have learned which organizations are there at present. First, the Bracer Guild's Edith branch turned up shortly after you, and they were joined by some capable bracers from elsewhere. Then we confirmed the arrival of Heiyu Wei's White Orchid Dragon and Yin, and they likely have a large number of Shangsho accompanying them.
Shangsho.
A few Jaeger Corps have joined the fray as well, the warriors of Kruga and Eisenshield included.
Okay, there's the car we ran into, both of them earlier in the game.
The church sent 2 members of the Grossritter, as well as elite members of Iscariot. Ikaruga and Marduk were also dispatched to Oracion by their clients. Oh, and your clients are there too. They are likely lurking in the shadows as we speak. That's all I have. I shall leave the rest in your capable hands. I must turn my attention to the mountain of tasks that await me.
Yep, the Nighoggers, the Scorpions of Zadat, Guidehoggers, Nighoggers? Can't remember. Scorpions of Sahat. I don't remember them. The Dollars family. Third largest mafia in Calvert. Sea Jaegers. There was a character in Cold Steel 3 and 4 who was a Sea Jaeger, essentially. I always felt like she should have been a main character in the group instead of some of those other ones I didn't like very much. Anyway. Just Armada? What is everyone plotting? Interesting. And there's these guys too.
Greetings, my friends. I thank you all for taking time out of your very busy schedules to come here today.
Is he talking to all the groups at once?
My name is Gerard Dantes. I am the head of Armada, as well as the man you seek to destroy. I am thrilled to announce that every one of our invitees are in attendance.
Oh, that's interesting. Ren doesn't have one. Don't you have one?
No doubt you all were brought here under different circumstances, but your end goals are the same. To lead us off in chains, or lead us to an early grave. We thought about simply settling this with an all-out war, but the collateral damage would no doubt be immense. And we would never involve innocent civilians in our bloodshed. At least not without an explicit purpose.
Oh, you son of a...
So we went back to the drawing board, and we found a far more elegant solution.
You're going to pit everyone against each other, aren't you?
We decided to host a game. One that would make clever use of the sprawling labyrinth of underground ruins just below this city. The concept is quite simple. We will have you all engage in a fierce competition where you will proceed to slaughter one another like rabid animals.
Charming.
These ruins have existed since the days when this country was a kingdom, and when this city was its capital. They shall serve as the arena for our game. Once you have bathed in the blood of your peers, you will earn the right to challenge one of my pawns. Should you take all of my pieces, the last team standing will have the opportunity to checkmate me here in Vashtar Palace.
Why can't we just go there right now, all of us?
That is the long and short of it.
Yep.
I should mention that participation is compulsory, so I would not skip out on this if I were you. That is, if you value your own lives, as well as those of the 280,000 innocents in this city.
Ah. So why isn't Thomas the Partitioner here? I would think he'd be able to put that thing in a partition and end this pretty quickly.
I trust that an explanation of this device's capabilities is unnecessary. This game has a number of rules that govern participation, the evacuation of civilians, and other such matters. Should anyone break the rules, the device will instantly detonate, sending everyone straight to the afterlife, whether that be heaven or Gehenna. Rule violations will be assessed on a case-by-case basis by an impartial surveillance system, which is run by this relic.
Six Genesis. Oh my gosh, is the church going to want her genocide? They're not artifacts. They're something different. Okay, never mind.
The device's judgment is absolute. Do not think you can pull the wool over its all-seeing eye. Should you wish to face me in battle, you must eliminate the other teams and conquer the game. It really is that simple. I do hope you will enjoy this carnival that we have dutifully prepared. I know that I will. Ah, and there's the noon bell. The game's first round will begin exactly 2 hours from now. Each team has been assigned an entrance to the labyrinth. We will send each of you a map with their locations momentarily. Once you arrive, you will need to search for a key card that we hid near your respective entrances. And that about covers our overview. I look forward to seeing who I will fight at the end of these thrilling 3 days.
Rules of the game and the map to the underground. Yes, let's have a look at them. The game begins at noon today and ends at 5:59 p.m. on November 22nd. At exactly midnight, Amada will leave the area and detonate the bomb. None of the participant players may enter or leave Oracion, nor can they call on reinforcements from the outside. Any attempt to leak information on the game to the press or the people of Oracion will result in immediate detonation. Do not attack Vashkir Palace from the outside or attempt to infiltrate it by any means other than through the established game arena. At the end of each round, a new underground area will be unlocked, a boss assigned to each. The last remaining team can enter the palace. Yeah. They've got to have an end goal, though. This does strike me as sheer insanity. What is the purpose? The fragments of the great power were all over in Arabonia, And that's why they had to set off the rivalries. This is kind of like the rivalries, but I don't see the point. There's nothing equivalent here in Calvard. Weapons. Check our weapons. It's out of a way. Oh my, look how they're dressed. Like they still dress like it was 150 years ago at the time of the revolution. Do I need to turn anything in? No. Okay. Never mind. They've made it so that civilians can't leave, even if they have something unrelated to do. Everyone's trapped.
No need to be shy now.
I don't have a lot of cash, so I need to be careful about. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with anything for him. I don't tend to use him. I didn't see me using her, though.
See you again.
Do you have any preferences?
Sippy.
Thanks for coming in.
Oh, okay, we've got everything. Oh, I haven't learned the new recipe yet. Oops, wrong thing. Oh, he gets to cook it, huh? Interesting.
Time to flex my cooking muscles. Ah, there's nothing better than this.
Okay, I think that's a meal instead of a... Oh, maybe not.
Thanks for the grub.
Convenient, yes. I actually don't want to do this yet. Not yet, not yet. Back up. Talk to more people. Oh, ran him right into a wall. Talk to those two. Can I go to other districts? Hi there.
Well,
As resplendent as you'd expect the old capital to be.
maybe I'll take the tram. Why not buy something to remember your time here?
Yep, that could happen, Dan.
Just a quick break.
Ooh, there's the opera house. I've always wanted to take a peek inside.
I think we have
Looks
time
pretty
to do
different from the theater back home.
As soon as we accomplish our objective, we can come back and watch one of their performances.
Oh my gosh. Down, girl. Down. Down, 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 Judith.
Well, whoops.
Nope, can't go there. Okay. You go, Judith. Okay, it's over here. Oh, the Bracer Guild. Yes, let's go here.
First, I will need a summary of everything that's happening in the surrounding area. We'll also need to touch base with the local police. The CID has ordered them to work with us. Bear in mind, though, they likely haven't been informed of the game, so be careful not to leak anything about it. As for the underground... Oh, hello. I'm glad you all could join us.
Hi, everyone!
So you guys are getting right down to business too, huh? I knew Ilmata wasn't gonna make things easy for us, but they've turned our expectations on our heads yet again. Been a while, Roaring Lion. I'm happy to see you're still alive and kicking.
Same to you, friend.
You two know each other? Should have expected that. Probably knew my master through his own. That's about the short of it. Just to be clear, though, I thought he died 3 years ago. Anyway, Rin's going to be serving as their supervisor while we're here. That amuses me. She's also the liaison between the guild and the other factions in the city. We figured she'd be a perfect fit for the job. I feel much better with her on board. She was a big help during the war 2 years ago. I do feel a little bad, though. She has a lot on her plate. I certainly have my work cut out for me. Almata's sadistic scheming isn't making matters any simpler, either. But I'll manage. I'm quite proficient at multitasking, so this is well within my capabilities. We're lucky to have you, Rin. Go get him, Tiger. Wow, you've got a lot of bracers for this op, huh? Even the Gecko Tomboy's here. How's it going, girlie? God, you're so disgusting. Not in the mood. Sorry, we're all a little on edge right now. Why are you apologizing for her? He's the one being a jerk. We just lost one of our people today. What? 2 bracers were exploring the underground labyrinth and they ran into Almata, who were likely in the midst of preparing for the game. They managed to bring back some valuable intelligence, but at a steep cost. One of them was badly wounded, and the other passed away this morning. It's horrible. I'm so sorry to hear that, you guys.
I just finished getting ready, Jin. Oh.
Elaine. Hey?
I had heard you were in the city, but I didn't expect to run into you so soon.
Take it you've been worried about me after what happened yesterday? Well, don't be. I'm fine now. With the stakes as high as they are, I can ill afford to be reckless, nor can I be too caught up in the past. I hear you there. But we let bygones be bygones, then. Yes, let's. Since you are here, I'm sure you fully intend to dive headlong into the jaws of danger. Normally, I would suggest you not take your assistants on that journey with you. But seeing as there's no safe haven here, I will only ask that you and your friends be careful. And of course, and you do the same. We should probably get going, you two. Sounds good. Off to the underground, then. We will be counting on you all to handle everything up here. Understood. We won't let you down. Watch your backs out there. I'm gonna get to work too. May not be able to keep my editors in the loop about all this, but that won't stop me. Dingo was here. He would do something about this. If you need my help with anything, or if you want to talk, you know where to find me. Thank you. We'll be sure to take you up on that if we need to. Perhaps we could ask if the messages we received from Almata all contain the same information, just in case. Can I talk to Ren? Where is she? She disappeared on me. Receptionist. That guy's just nodding his head like crazy. Dude, you're gonna hurt your neck. Eating is probably one of their conditions for going on. Oh, we talked to him. And you were cranky about him getting promoted before. Okay. The second playthrough, I'm going to have to keep an eye out for him.
Okay.
Well...
Yes, seriously, why aren't they putting you out in the field? Oh, he's the injured one. She? Can't tell. E. Well, I came upstairs, learned a little bit more. Can I leave?
Whoops.
Nope. There's a couple more shops. Let's go. Whoops. Wait. There's one of those, what's happening over here? Who should we be talking to? Usually, a blue exclamation mark means there's an event or something. Oh, there's a bulletin board! Interesting. You were anticipating there will be a tomorrow for this, huh? Oh, that's right. They did say it was going to take place over 3 days, so there's multiple rounds. Police officers. Hey, guys. That makes sense. It'd be hard for them not to react and/or panic. What you got?
Welcome.
Lowers defense by a lot. No, I'm not into reducing speed. I own a survival vest?
Thanks.
Is it equipped onto anyone? Equipped to somebody. Never mind, we'll buy one.
Welcome.
And I'm too broke to buy anything.
Thanks.
Else. That's good. That's fine. We'll keep going. Whoops. Out the way. Talk to everyone around there. Okay.
Maybe I'll take the tram.
I guess we're ready to go. That is one very large door. So I'm guessing this is our way in. Yeah, we're doing a lot of fighting on the other side of it. This device must be our keycard scanner. We got a couple of side paths too. I sense monsters on both of them. This place is big. Actually, judging by how sound is reverberating in here, I believe this area in particular is quite small. Then it won't take long to explore every nook and cranny. Let's hop to it. This'll be a cinch with Master's help. Couldn't ask for a better ally than the head of the Kunlun School. Looking forward to see you in action again. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much my pupil has grown. Okay. Go over here first.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Prepare yourself for a fight.
Gotcha. Unleashing shark strike. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Attack their weakness. Give them your all. There we go.
Master, I need your help.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Sucker.
Now, Fairy.
A boost would work here. Activating skill.
Here I go. Praise Arusha and the flames.
Well done, Fairy.
Ah, looks like a chest.
That's a Sepith. Nice. The other one's on the other side.
Resistant to art. Physical attacks are more effective. Unleashing shark strike. Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Activating skill.
Think fast. Take this. Hit him fast, Fairy.
A boost would work here.
Going all in.
Keep it up. It's working.
Oh, it looks like it's both of them.
Time to close in.
There you are. And yes. There. Here's some extra. I'm stronger than ever.
Ooh, good. I admittedly use that a lot. Freeze too.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
Prepare yourself for a fight.
You snooze, you lose.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand. Give it your all.
I'll dice you up.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van.
Holy shit, you don't screw around, do you, Gramps?
That's my master for you. He's always been a beast, but he still keeps one-upping himself.
I could say the same for you. I'm not the only one who has honed its craft.
This looks like time for you to focus.
Displaying details. Now's a great time for a shard boost. Focus unleashed.
Time to go all out.
Your turn.
Engaging skills.
Giant! Cosmos Holding Ruin! Celestial Impact!
Boost gauge upgraded.
Going all in.
Certain arts will be more effective.
Time to go all out.
Fine, got one of them. As long as it doesn't look away from me.
Activating skill.
Over here. All for you.
Activating drive.
Go on, yes.
Here goes.
Time to close in.
I don't think she's got anything.
Going all in.
No, she really doesn't. Everything she has is fire.
Keep it up. It's working.
Time to close in.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Blades within me. Destroy.
It's down. Good. Just in time.
You'll pay for that.
Boost level maximum strength.
Blades protect us. It'll be alright. Great circle of light. Give unto us the breath of life.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Attack their weakness with an art. Time to go all out.
Stay put. Master, I need your help.
Focus unleashed.
Going all in.
Engaging skill.
Perfect chance.
Now, Barry!
Too late. You're toast. There, God.
Focus unleashed.
Keep it up. It's working.
Engaging skill.
A chance.
Your turn, Fang!
Think fast. Take this.
Done and done. And look at what it dropped.
Keycard acquired. You have been registered as Team Arkwright Solutions.
Wait, what? They knew which door we were going into because we've all been assigned a door, right? Oh, there's that too. Loophole finding master he is. We use it for now. Ooh. Well, there's more things to get, so we might as well get more stuff. Need to break while I'm in here? Nope, just an empty room.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
Snooze, you lose.
Right over here.
This'll hurt.
Time to go all out.
It's over.
I shall handle this.
There we go.
Ha! That was a decent fight.
I owe you a ton, Bearguard.
A gift from above, perhaps.
Show him what you're feeling, Willow. Unleashing Shard Strike. Use a
This'll
Shard
hurt.
to get the upper hand.
Over here. All for you. Master, I need your help.
Now's a great time for a shard boost.
Bearguard.
I'll smash you into bits.
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful, Fairy.
Looks like a chest.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
Take this out. You snooze, you lose.
Use a Shard boost to get the upper hand. Activating skill.
Think fast. Take this.
A chance.
Loading enemy stats.
Time to go all out. I can live with this.
You did well, Agnes.
Fireverse.
Maintenance mode engaged.
Okay, can't use that one for whatever reason.
Looks like a new shard skill.
There.
Looks like a new shard skill.
That's a good one.
Looks like a new shard skill.
Okay, that's pretty much it.
Whew, that hits the spot.
Okay, we've already taken a cursory look around this district. I wish we could do the same for the others, but we don't have time. Indeed, the first round will be starting very soon. At least we were able to exchange info with the guild. Got our key card too. Maybe we can take a quick breather while we wait for... Sorry, but we can't. Something we gotta do before we head into the game. Oh? And what's that? Based on the size of the arena and the teams we're going to be up against, our chances of winning and taking home the gold are slim to none. Normally, I'd call you a pessimistic wuss for saying that. But you got a point. We're up against Hayway, top-rank Jaegers, even our backshot clients. Our group is rather small in comparison to much of our competition. And though a few groups are lacking in numbers, they make up with it with their tactical support. It's definitely true of Abby and my brother. But we can't just throw in the towel. Yeah, and we won't. We just got a hole in the manpower department. There's only one way to fill it. Recruit more people. Wait, are you suggesting you wish to form an alliance with a numbered team, I take it? Exactly. Be a completely equal partnership, of course. The other teams have all got their goals and agenda, as well as the resources to see them through. Normally, they'd never form a partnership with anyone. We've got the benefit of not being beholden to anyone. We're flexible like that. But wouldn't do this break one of the rules? 2. None of the participating players may enter or leave Oracion, nor can they call in reinforcements from the outside. Would join forces with another team classify it as reinforcements? I don't think so. The rule specifically prohibits calling on them from the outside. It doesn't say anything about doing so from inside the city. Technicality saves the day. Probably violates the spirit of the rule, but who cares? It's our own damn fault for not being more clear. But who are we going to turn to? How are we going to find them? The guild is one option. You know where they are located, and they very likely would agree to your proposal. True, but there might be other good candidates too, even if they come with more risk. Just gotta make sure it's a team that fits our way of doing things. As for finding out where the other teams are, there's a friend of ours in this city who might be able to lend a hand there. Ren? Oh, Ren, I was right. Great idea. If anyone could help us with that, it would be her. Then let's hurry over to the guild. The guild it is. Can I actually go there? No. No shortcuts.
But just a quick break, that's all.
I see.
So, Ren. Actually, I'd really like you to join us. I think that would be great. But I wonder if she figured this out already. Kitty, that's how. Oh, I can't pick Ouroboros because I see. Okay, because I haven't reached at least level 3 in Chaos, I can't pick Ouroboros. Amusing. Racer Guild. That's the law decision. Heaway and Ikfaruga. I was already thinking Heaway, honestly. Stay at the end. I mean, how cool is that? I'm going to think some more. And the reason I'm going to think some more is I want to set up a save here. So I betcha I can come back later, play from this point, and get a trophy. So I bet you there's a Law trophy, a Chaos trophy, and a neutral trophy. I'd actually like to go with Heaway. I know I said I was going to do Law, but Yin is here. How can I pass up Yin? I'm going to go with Yin. That's fine. I'm good with this.
Oh, now who do we have here?
Yes, you did. You said as much.
We meet again, albeit in more dire circumstances this time.
Judith. Interesting. So she was talking about Yin before. Yes, you've already thought of this. Makes sense, you're a schemer yourself. are you? Are we gonna have to fight Yin or something? Yep. Really need to get that woman a sports bra. Seriously.
It's good to see you again. Been a while, hasn't it?
That it has. You've been doing quite well for yourself while I've been away.
Why would they say hold the phone? You guys actually have phones? You have those little handheld communicators that you call ciphers. You don't call them phones.
Yeah, although we're not just friends. We're rivals. And we've been that way since the day we met. That was 8 years ago now? We had only just taken up the mantle from our predecessors at that point. Sometimes our jobs put us in conflict with one another, but we got to team up every now and then. We may have been rivals, but we were comrades too.
Another surprising connection. Although I had the feeling she knew about Yin, I didn't think she was a friend of Yin's.
The memories are coming back to me. We spent many hours discussing the weight of what we had inherited. Before I knew it, though, you had found your place amongst the stars. You were thriving in a world unbeknownst to me. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I was truly happy for you. But I was a little sad as well. I felt left behind.
So you left for Crossbell and followed that other path because of me?
Not at all. The path I chose was entirely my own. Having said that, it's possible I was subconsciously influenced by you on some level. You're like the brightest star in the sky. I'm just a moon. I can't shine like you, or her.
Alright, who's this third her we're talking about now?
But I came to know the joy of the stage, as well as being at the center of it. The life of theater has captivated me ever since.
Oh, you're talking about, oh gosh, the Arc to Seal. What was her name? Too many names to keep track of. The one who was injured and spent a long time in recuperating and was one of the unexpected villains of the last game.
Just like how the life of cinema has done the same for you.
That's a good point. They're both professional performers.
You know, I'm almost jealous. When I was struggling to find my way, you lent me an ear and your wisdom. Nah, you never needed my help, though. You found the path you wanted to follow all on your own.
Of course, Sal's like, yeah, I knew this.
You wanted a demonstration of my skills, correct? Perhaps we could make this a competition then, for old time's sake. I'm curious to see which of us has grown more these past 4 years.
As am I. Let's do this.
Yep. And I just gave you all the back plot, too, so it doesn't matter that you came in late.
I think I'll add my own fuel to the fire. So, I've got a score to settle, and I'm not gonna be satisfied until I beat the ever-loving shit out of you.
And I have not been keeping up with this guy's equipment because I don't use him. Great.
Very well. I suppose I already had the pleasure of sparring with you recently, Van. I hold your potential in high regard, little conqueror. Let's see if you manage to break out of your shell. Show me that my confidence in you is not misplaced.
I'll do more than that, you four-eyed bastard!
Deploying charge! I won't hold anything back, Judith.
Let's put the Gekka style to the test.
Now's a good time to boost.
I agree.
Energy output at maximum.
Pressure him and move in!
Come at me!
Hang on, I'm thinking.
Are you certain about that?
Pressure him and move in!
Insight. Insight is a good thing for me.
Get out of here!
Crimson Blade?
Now or never!
Let's party!
Are you certain about
Initiating skill.
Twilight kick! You're up, Aaron!
Ooh, it's actually pretty powerful.
Energy output at maximum.
Are you certain about that?
Activating skill.
Phoenix Moon!
Dispatching shield.
You'll be sorry!
Come at me!
Show me what you got!
Activating drop.
Grant me strength. Flint Talisman!
Dispatching shield.
Crimson Blade?
Here! It's go time!
Energy output at maximum.
Come at me!
Are you certain about that?
Take him out!
Wait, is she fire? She's on
Come
fire.
at me.
Let's find something that cures fire. There's burn.
There!
Thanks! I'll mow you down! You'll be sorry!
Come at me!
Show me what you got!
Initiating skill.
Ready for this? You're toast!
I'm just getting warmed up.
Shall we dance?
Damn it!
Something's trying to attack.
Yes, yes, I know. Hang on. Do we have impede?
Come at me.
We have delay.
Impede.
You're up, Baron.
Like the dice!
You got me.
Keep up, Lancer!
Initiating skill.
Ready for this? You're tough.
I see you can hold your own.
You'll be sorry for that!
I was taking these guys a little too seriously from the looks of it. Oh.
You're open!
Shoot.
Crimson Blade.
Can't beat me.
Initiating skill.
Swift. Lightning.
I commend you.
Nice.
Interesting. Very interesting. The time you have spent under Van has clearly done wonders in drawing out your latent potential.
I've been seeing a hell of a lot of combat, that's for sure. You barely broke a sweat through that whole thing, though. Looks like I've got a ways to go.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You may catch up to me sooner than you realize. But I have no intention of letting you surpass me. Should you pursue that goal, you will quickly find yourself to be out of your depth.
You sure are something. If I didn't have my little power boost, I doubt I would have beaten you. Was that really your best, though? If I didn't know any better, I think you were holding back on me.
She was. She can do a lot better than that.
I don't think that's true at all. Anyway, I would say you passed our test with flying colors. It's clear to us that you're incredibly strong. I hope my performance didn't leave you disappointed.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. If I had to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give you an 11. You were that amazing. I am so jealous of that woman. She has you all to herself.
Again, she means the Arctisol performer. What is her name? Shoot.
And thanks to her, you've grown to be a shining star. She must be really special.
That's one quality the two of you share. You have more in common with her than you might realize. Though there's someone else from Crossbell who changed my life. Someone who is also very special.
Yes, I totally ship the two of them. Which is to say, no, not her and Arctisil. But if I had my druthers, she'd end up with him.
What? Do you mean you found your special someone?
That isn't quite what I meant. Oh, and speaking of good friends, I hear you've gotten quite close with another actress.
Oh, no, I am not letting you weasel your way out of this one.
And not only that, that other actress is behaving a bit suspiciously. That was certainly enlightening. I never expected Judith would be so close with one of the Arkanseal's best and brightest. How do you guys know she's from Arkanseal? Seriously. Although I guess she's wearing the same outfit she was wearing 2 years ago during Reverie, and everyone kind of saw her out in public, fighting with Lloyd and company.
Yes, your team will have Heiyue's full support. Should any fundamental disagreements arise, we shall settle them then and there.
That's going to be fun. This is true. Sao and Yin will join you in the underground labyrinth expeditions. They will not accompany you around town. After the alliance was formed, all that was left to do was wait for the game to begin. Both groups passed the time by exchanging information until the appointed hour finally arrived. At 1:59 p.m. It's almost time. 2 p.m.
The upper zone is now accessible to Team Arkwright Solutions.
It looks like the door has been activated. Now we just need to use our key card. It didn't say anything about our alliance. I won't lie, I was a little anxious about that. Thought we'd be okay in the end, but I was nervous too. Looks like it's treating us as one team. We appear to be folded into Team Arkwright Solutions. So can I actually use them in combat? Well, this is it, y'all. Let's get moving. Okay, this labyrinth is way bigger than I expected. For real. And this is just the upper floor. I surmise this place was once an underground waterway, likely constructed during the Dark and Middle Ages. It might have been used as an escape route for the palace back then. Yeah, probably.
All of the players have now entered through their designated doors. Very good.
Oh, hello? Mountes. Does that mean he can see us? He's using a projection. Indeed, and a shard-based one by the looks of it.
I just confirmed that all participating parties have completed the game's registration process. I would like to extend a warm welcome to each and every team here. All 19 of you.
That's a higher number than I expected. It could be a little inflated. Possible the Jaeger Corps split themselves into multiple groups.
You are standing in an underground facility that was constructed by the former royal family and tweaked by us for the purpose of this game. Before the slaughtering can begin, however, there are a few additional rules we must explain. Care to do the honors, Melchior?
Ooh, with pleasure. Finally, my time to shine has arrived.
Welcome to our little game, players. I am positively teeming with anticipation to get this glorious bloodbath underway. But first, there's a few important details you ought to know. Take a gander at the key card in your possession. That very card serves as an unequivocal proof of your right to partake in our humble little game. We distributed one card to each team. The key to victory is to steal the other team's cards and bring a set number of them to the doors at the end of each zone. After that, you will come face to face with the zone's boss. You must defeat them to advance. So if you honestly believed you could finish this game without spilling a single drop of blood, then I'm happy to disappoint. When a team inevitably loses, they must hand over all their key cards to the winner, and take a bow. They cannot advance, nor can they interfere with the remaining players inside the game area. Oh, and don't even think about fleeing the city. Heavens, no. You will all tremble in fear until the very last day of the game. Also, while I cannot force you to kill each other, you will cry if you don't. So for my sake, don't show any mercy. I should probably mention the bonus feature we threw in to add a little touch of thrill and suspense. We placed nuclear bombs in each of the underground zones. They aren't as potent as our palace bomb, but they're at least as strong as a shot from a railway gun. If you let even one of them go off, a few thousand people will soon be knocking on Adios's door. The bombs are hidden, so you'll need to defeat the zone boss to disable their activation switch. There's a time limit in play, so no dilly-dallying. If you focus solely on disabling the palace bomb, you may find that Oracion will be short of a few districts at the end of the game. Now, I know that was a lot for your tiny little brains to process, but I do hope you at least got the gist of it. We'll be keeping a watchful eye on all of you. We can't have you breaking any rules now, can we? So try to be on your best behavior.
Alrighty then. Now that the ground rules have been laid bare, we can finally start the murdering. For round 1, you will need 3 key cards to proceed to the next zone. The first bomb will go off in exactly 3 hours. We spared no expense in preparing this carnival of carnage, so put on a good show. I want to see piles of mutilated corpses.
That bastard sure loves the sound of his own voice. The situation's gone from bad to worse to shit. It's putting it mildly. I cannot fathom how they acquired so many explosives. If they really are as powerful as a railway gun, then we're in a lot of trouble. I imagine Melchior devised that part of the plan, and unfortunately, we would need more than 3 hours to find them on our own. I doubt we can tip the police either. We'd run the risk of the public finding out about this game. They planned it all down to the smallest detail. It makes me sick. I don't disagree, but we should focus our energy on the task at hand, namely, defeating the bosses of each zone. You're right, Master. We shouldn't overthink this. Now that I think about it, our group size isn't exactly conducive to efficient battle coordination. Time is also a luxury we do not have. Agreed. Then for efficiency's sake, I will act on my own. You do not need to give me any orders. Fine by me. There's no telling what's waiting for us in here, so keep your ears and eyes open, everyone. Cooperation strength. Depending on the group you chose to cooperate with, different characters will become your allies. Certain characters can be controlled in both field and combat situations, whereas others cannot be controlled on the field and will act on their own in command battles. Interesting. Okay. And I made to do this. But I'm approaching the 2-hour mark, and Twitch has a habit of knocking me off at the 2-hour mark. So, save. Oh, no. Wait. New save game. I wanted to save that save just in case. Okay, game has been saved. Thanks for watching. Lots of stuff happening. Oh, wow, we're actually over the 2-hour mark. Hopefully we made it this far. Thanks for watching. Take care, y'all.